What's up, guys? Video 24 today. Something told me to go back and watch one of my past videos for this week's message. So I went back and watched Storytime, which is probably one of my favorite editions of Once a Week. And in watching it, the adrenaline started pumping and my mind went to work. And this week's message hit me like a ton of bricks. This week's message, guys, break down or break through. You see, in Storytime, the message is to turn the page of your life, to put a period on the tough chapter you've been in, and to pick the pen back up and keep writing the greatest story you have ever told. Your story. But it's tough to try and move forward after life hits you as hard as it can. It's tough to move forward when what you thought was going to be the plan falls apart. It's tough when your heart shatters. It's tough when the road to your dream gets bumpy. It's tough when you have a breakdown and you feel broken. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Or is it? You see, I started thinking about my own story, or my own tough chapters throughout my entire life. Then I got to thinking, studying the stories of anyone and everyone who has made something of themselves in this world. Whether it be an athlete, a movie star, a speaker, a musician, literally any story in the Bible depicts my entire message. But whoever you pick out that has done something incredible in this world, all have something in common. Their story had a breakdown. There was a time in their life where life beat them to their knees, where they were broken and everything they have ever dreamed of seems so far out of reach. We all know some of the stories. Michael Jordan, of course. He didn't make his high school team. Devastated him. And then he takes it further and makes the team. And then takes it to college and wins the championship. And then the NBA is shut down by the Detroit Pistons defense. And then he had to adjust everything, which worked, and then went on to win just a few championships. Now he is known as the greatest basketball player ever. Tom Brady, picked in the 6th round of the 2000 NFL Draft, went number 199 overall. With each passing pick, he could feel his dreams slipping away from him. But Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick found that diamond in the rough, and Brady never looked back after his name was called, and is now known as the greatest of all time. Eric Thomas, one of the greatest motivational speakers in the world today. If you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. He was homeless. He was eating out of trash cans. All he had was his dream at the time, and now he's doing incredible things in the world today. Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Rambo. Before all that, he was so poor that he needed to sell his dog for $25 just to make ends meet. Then he got a chance to make Rocky, and everything took off from there. Those are just a select few. But my point is that everyone goes through that dark time. They are broken, and life hits them with a blindside. The tears are falling, the heart is shattered, the mind is shattered even worse. But it's as if it was all meant to happen, so they could take off and go farther than they ever thought possible before. It's as if that in those moments, that's when the greatness starts to let loose inside of you. In those moments, there's a choice to be made to get up or to stay down. I've become a firm believer that every breakdown we go through in life has the chance of being the biggest breakthrough we could ever imagine, if we get up and keep moving forward. All the pain that you've gone through, all the adversity that has come your way, it is shaping you into the person you have always been meant to be. It is teaching you whether you can see it or not. It is strengthening you to be something so much better, if you believe it. Because in everyone's story of breaking through to something so much greater, it always came when they were at their lowest point of their breakdown. It's as if when adversity is taking its toll on you, at the lowest point is the exact moment that you start to rise. It's as if all the pieces had to fall to the floor before you could start to become something so much greater in the process. If you look back at any of your role models, at anyone who has inspired you in the past, you can see that there was a tough time that they got through to become the person you look up to today. And you are no different. You may be at the lowest point right now. You may be feeling like the pain, the hurt will never end. But you gotta believe me, it's all about to turn around. It's all about to take off. The second you choose to get up and keep going. Everything you've been through cannot stop you. Everything that life has thrown at you cannot slow you down. You're up, you're moving. Everything that you've ever dreamed is about to happen. The breakdown was never meant to break you. It was always meant to be your breakthrough into everything you were always meant to be. If you look back at everything in your life, from when you were a kid to however old you are now, you will see the times where you had to overcome something. At the time, no matter how old you were, it seemed so impossible. And yet you did it. You're here. You overcame it. You're still moving. You gained strength through everything, no matter how big or how small it was. And your biggest breakdown is no different. It's making you stronger, and it's leading you to something so much better, if you can just believe it. Everyone has something great inside them to bring to this world. Everyone has a light inside them that will shine through the darkest of times. You have that light inside you that is just waiting to break through. And each time there's a breakdown, it starts to shine just a little bit brighter. Your breakdown could be your biggest breakthrough. Take the limitations off whatever is holding you back. You don't have to stay there anymore. Get up and keep moving forward. Until next week, guys.